Alright, hello everybody, welcome back to our video. This video is going to be about nested queries in SQL. If you don't know what a nested query is, it's basically just a query with inside another query. So I might have something like a select statement, which is dependent on the outcome of another select statement. And hopefully it should become a little bit clear to you as I go through this example. So without further ado, let's get started. So we're going to start off our W3 schools. We're going to start off using our customers table. So what we want to do is we want to select customer ID from our table called customers, where we want to look for a customer ID. So we can type in customer, where the customer, we're looking for the customer ID from customers by customer ID equals some other statement. So we're going to open our brackets. Let's say we want to pull the customer ID from the orders table. Well, what we can do is we can do select customer ID from orders. Now we can just type out where. We could just find some certain condition we want met. So we could look over at our orders. So we clicked orders. We can look over at our orders tab. We can order by various things. We can order by our ID, order ID 1048. So we can try that. ID equals 1040. Oops, not 1048, but 10248. Let's see, so we have close brackets should work now. And it got us back our customer ID of 90. So for example, we started with 1048, got us back a customer ID of 90, put 90 back into customer ID, and we select the customer ID from customers. Again, we could change this up a little bit. We could say, well, what if we wanted employee ID? Well, we could do employee ID click run, we get 5. Because again, we have our 5 on this row, it's corresponding to order ID 248, and our employee ID is 5. And what if we want to change the row we're looking at? Well, we can look at 10249, because this will get us our next row. And we can specify customer ID. Get back our value, 81. So what we've done was just selected customer ID from orders, where order ID equals 1049. We put what we had in our customer ID from orders. We passed along to what our customer order ID is from customers. Basically because they sort of, well, let's see if they match up. So we can check customers. Duplicate this tab. Customers. So we can see we have 91 unique customer IDs. And if we customer ID, well, actually the reason this showed up the same way is because the customer ID is basically the same. So for example, you have 1 through 91 customer IDs under customers and 1 through 91 customer IDs through the orders section. Now, you could change this up a little bit if you want to say select something else. Like for example, select from customers, customer name, well, contact name, contact name from customers, where where customer ID equals. Oh, hang on a second. So basically, we just looked at we selected a customer ID from orders, where order ID equals 1049, and we put in our customer ID for our orders. So we can look back at customer ID for number 9, customer ID for 5. So our customer ID is 1049. Customer ID of 81. Who has a customer ID of 81? Well, we have. We don't have Annabelle Dominguez, right? Contact name for number 1, Annabelle Dominguez. And that's why I returned this Annabelle Dominguez. Again, just to reiterate, we selected customer ID from orders, where order ID was 249. We saw in our table that customer ID was 81. Put in 81 where customer ID equals 81, and we selected the contact name from customers. And it gave us back Annabelle Dominguez. So hopefully that should make a little bit of sense. You can also nest multiple queries. Like for example, you can have maybe a second select. Well, instead of maybe having some sort of close bracket here, you can actually select you can do multiple select queries. So you could also go, for example, select something else. Let's just try order ID. We're not actually going to create another nested query with this one, but it's just an example. This is the sort of syntax you want to go for if you're nesting queries. We're going to select the contact name from customers where customer ID equals. So customer ID indented where blank equals something else. And basically we just, well, basically you wouldn't have this, you would basically have something like this. Order ID equals, because order ID is sort of a unique thing. We're selecting order ID. You have to find something that's properly in an order ID. So, for example, I don't think that you need to have something that passes into order ID. So, for example, if we type 2, click here, no result, because again, our order ID had several digits. Had, I believe, 5 integers or 5 digits in it. And when we selected customer ID from orders, where order ID is 2, it did not bring up any details because, again, order ID is not equal to 2. So to make sure it matches, basically. But yeah, without that, that's the end of my nested SQL queries video. I hope you guys liked and enjoyed. Please leave a like if you did, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.